In the uncharted world of pure imagination, theater director George Coates is a master of discovery and creative cultivation. For the past 13 years, he has focused on the production of large-scale, highly original theater experiences that combine verbal, musical, and visual languages with new electronic technologies. The results have earned George Coates a worldwide reputation as a theater maverick, out to break as many boundaries as he can imagine. Since founding his nonprofit company, the George Coates Performance Works, in 1977, he and his diverse collaborators have created 10 major productions, each as distinct and visionary as the next. His work utilizes the gifts of talented and eclectic performers, from actors, movement artists, and opera singers to South African and Eastern European vocal groups. Coates brings these elements together with innovative stage designers, composers, writers, and visual artists working with projected images. After 13 years playing to sellout audiences around the world, Coates' company has made San Francisco their permanent home. An abandoned cathedral has been transformed into a unique 300-seat performance space. The theater opened in 1990 with the premiere of George Coates' phenomenon, The Architecture of Catastrophic Change. It is where we spoke recently. Are you trying to change the audience's perceptions?
I would like to help people in any way I can to learn more about how they perceive reality. Okay, so one way of doing that might be to scramble a little bit of the learned preconceived ways of perceiving and to put it back together again in some new and unexpected and unusual ways, and to give audiences the opportunity to see how they respond and react to a reordered world. And in that sense, I guess, we succeed to the degree that people are not quite sure what's going on. And to put them in that same situation I like to be in, where I'm not sure what's going on. What's going on here? Why is it that I'm having a good time watching and hearing something that I'm not sure I like? I'm not even sure it's good art. People don't behave like that in the theater that I'm used to going to. I've heard that response. In fact, one time I think we were at the Geary Theater and we were doing a production of Right Mind. And this was a production based on the multiple personalities of Charles Dodson, who a lot of people know as Lewis Carroll. And we had all of his personalities out there on stage, and we used the acting ensemble at ACT, a rather extraordinary group of character actors, to personify the many manifestations of Charles Dodson's very complex psyche. And we thought we had done fairly well at presenting a very, very mixed picture of this extremely strange Victorian. And the audience seemed to really enjoy it. And at intermission, a man got up and he slapped his program on his knee and he turned to his wife and said, "Mildred, I just do not like imagination." There was a man who knew what he didn't value, and he felt ripped off.
Don't you think there's a fear of the imaginative process?
Well, it scares me. I mean, in the motorcycle of my imagination, I'm always frightened, terrorized oftentimes when I encounter imaginative stimuli. Okay, so I'm in it for the thrills, I guess you could say.